Hello, everyone. To everyone who has had a stressful week or just a stressful year, hi there. Today we are playing Ra because he is quite simple. He is a mage, so we're just hitting our abilities. And we have Bacchus and Neith, which is an excellent pair. Now, I'm gonna make this a how to play guide with Ra. Typically, you want to build them with proc items like Ancient Signet, Divine Ruin, Soul Reaver, Soul Gem. However, in this match, we're gonna rush Spear Deso because of the cooldown passive. Now, the thought process is Ra's ultimate has the shortest cooldown of all the mages, about 50 seconds once it's fully maxed out. Okay, they're fighting already. Hold on. Does he know I'm here? Yeah, I mean, he ran away. Anyways, with Spirit Deso passive, that reduces your cooldown when you have a kill or an assist. We would have our ultimate even quicker. So that is the thought process. Thank you. Here we go. My goal is to outfarm the enemy team, have my Spirit Deso online as soon as possible so I can get kills. The thing about Ra is he has high damage scaling, but early game, most likely you're not going to get the killing blow unless your teammates have them perfectly stunned because you don't have any damage yet. So Spirit Deso into Doomorb, that was actually quite beautiful and graceful the way she did that. With the backflip, legs in the air. Anyways, Bacchus is aggressive, which is what we want. We landed that ult, and Neith just picked up the kill. This is what I meant. Even though I ulted him, I did not do enough damage to kill him. I got him low enough that Neith could just one-shot him with her ability. So first we need some damage items, and then we can actually get kills. So the early game is gonna suck, which, spoiler, you are a mage. Your early game typically is like that. But late game, we should be able to solo enemy teams, and by that I mean like poke the entire enemy team to half health if we land one ability, either our one or ult. And if we're lucky, it'll be enough to kill them because Bacchus is on the team. The enemy team does not have a tank, so right off the bat we have an advantage that they do not. However, they do have Vulcan, who has a million ways to hit you, as you can see with his turrets. Either way, it's gonna be a fun match. We have Neith. Early game, Neith isn't that strong unless you have a lot of crowd control. Then in that case, she is very scary because she has her stun, which can be an AoE if you use it along with her too. My team has me. I'm just gonna wait for Spirit Deso because I really want this item.
No.
I mean, I already have 3 assists and no kills so far. 2 assists, actually. But yeah, and no kills so far. But we will get the kills. I will get the kills. Alright. I'm just gonna stay far away from Thor, because if he stuns me, then Vulcan can just do whatever he wants. And that's what we're avoiding. Kukulkan will help, but I don't think Kukulkan's getting the killing blow on anyone. Speaking of which, his passive should, not his passive, his aspect should be coming out soon. Can I get this? And they moved out. This is the downfall of Ra Ultimate. Unless the enemy is stunned or just does not expect the ults, you're barely gonna land it. That is the truth. Bacchus got that kill? I got him basically dead, but anyways, we have Spirit Deso, so our cooldown will essentially a lot nicer than they would be without it. I'm gonna max out my 1 into my 2, my ult whenever I can, then my 3 last. If we were going fully proc build, I would be maxing out my 3 after my 1 because the 3 is easier to just place on top of the enemy and activate your proc items. So Ancient Signet, Divine Ruin, with your 3 you can just drop it on them, and what are they gonna do? Like, the animation is flawless. And I missed my 1 there, but... And he was Thor. Doing Thor things. I wish I were playing Ardio so Thor couldn't just dash out whenever he wanted, but then again he could just wait for my second ability to finish and then dash out. I just need them to set up the kill. That's all I'm waiting for. But first, we need more damage so we can actually get the kill. I think after... Actually, with this item alone, with these 2 items... Well, not even 2 items. I have 1 completed item in my starter. But with this much intelligence alone, we should be able to one-shot with our ult if they're half health. Bacchus is being goofy. I will come in line shortly. I know it's taking a long time, but this is how to play Ra. Early game, you want to zone, you want to stay ahead and farm. You need cooldown. That way you can keep using your abilities that have very high damage scaling. And yeah. In some situations, you want to get into the enemy's faces and use your 2 so you can slow them down, then ult them. However, seeing as they have Thor who can just wall me if I get in at all, then I'm just standing there for Kukulkan and Vulcan to just drop their abilities on me. And they're doing the same thing we're doing, because Bacchus is just going to stun them, and I'm going to ult. And that's our first kill. My first kill, I should say. But yeah, they're doing the same thing we're doing. We just need someone to get in there, stun them, so we can dump abilities on them. They're doing the exact same thing, only with Thor and we're using Bacchus. This strategy isn't like unique in any way. I think everyone with a tank or... Bacchus got that kill? Okay. Anyone with a tank or someone to initiate will be doing the same thing. Get in there, get them CC'd, your teammates just dump abilities on them while they can't move. That's the strategy, and it should work with any mage. Scylla can do the same, and point blank, he is not dead somehow. There we go. Put that for Thor. Didn't need to. Just gonna heal. Get this wave. Complete my Doom Orb. Once Doom Orb is completed, we can go for Soul Gem because cooldown, lifesteal, the passive that deals damage based on your intelligence. Excuse me. That deals damage based on your intelligence, which will be very useful once you have Soul Gem, because you have a lot of intelligence, and because Iridescent gives you 100 intelligence, it's like a multiplier effect. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Alright, there we go. I mean, I think the cooldown would be more useful, honestly. Well, we can have both. I am emphasizing cooldown as opposed to going Ancient Signet into Divine Ruin right away. This way, we have a lot of intelligence, a decent amount of cooldown. Once we have Soul Gem, that'll be like 30 cooldown with over 200 and 240 intelligence, I believe. Because Doom Orb is 130 intelligence once it's fully stacked. Spiridesso is 100 intelligence. Your starter is 25 intelligence, so we're looking close at 150. Soul Gem is like 40 intelligence, but it will do more damage with the passive. Can he get that kill? Oops, I stole it. And I landed the double. Oh, we're going in. Yes! Anyways, we are online because now we have Doom Orb and Spiridesso. So our cooldowns are resetting. We do a lot of damage. We actually participate in fights now as opposed to the early game. And we're just about, what, 8 minutes into the game because we farmed well. So this is the way forward. Now we have Soul Gem. We do more damage. And the passive helps us do even more damage. Plus we have lifesteal. Okay. Let's see if I can get the top kills or top damage before the end of the game. I could probably pull off both if I engage in a lot of fights. I have ult already. There we go. Okay, no one can get on him. Let's do that. And that's Vulcan zoning everything away. I did the best I could though. And I have healing. Plus Soul Gem and Health Chalice. It just works on Raw. Remember, we want to stay ahead on farm. Interesting build. I'm looking at the enemy Thor's build and trying to figure out why he thought that I shouldn't have taken that. I just realized.
Okay.
Yeah, she said okay. So I just took the attack speed buff, and Neith, which is our hunter, said okay because I shouldn't have taken it, and I realized it after I did it. I was like, I should have taken that. Anyways, now we're gonna go for the proc item Ancient Signet, which will let us do even more damage because Ra has higher scaling on his abilities, especially his 1 ult and his 2 is okay. So if you have an item that does a lot of damage just by making contact, then your high damage ability becomes even more valuable because you get bonus damage, free damage. It's like free real estate. I'm trying to get them lined up without them noticing. I think they've noticed. Thor is jumping, yeah. I was trying to get the enemy lined up so I could ult them when they're not expecting it, but we'll see. There we go. Yeah, they're doing the same thing we're doing, but we're doing it better because we have a tank. We have Bacchus. Bacchus can just get in there, stun them, and I can just ult. Whereas Thor's strategy is flying with his hammer, wall, and Vulcan or a Culkin will catch up. Really? Where is he going? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that happened. I thought he got away, but he just walked right into my 3 and it procs something and killed him. It's whatever. Okay. We have Pen because I don't think we need Rada Tahuti in this match, honestly, because, I mean, look at their build. I don't think we need Soul Weaver either because their Thor isn't building health. So, yeah, this is just going to be proc items from here, Ancient Signet, into... Actually, once we get Ob Shard online, Ancient Signet, and then maybe Divine Ruin, maybe? Yeah. This is so much fun. So Ra is basically team comp dependent. If you have teammates with stuns who can essentially keep the enemy occupied until you can ult them, okay. It's crazy how Vulcan can just solo that. But maybe Thor helps. Maybe, we don't know. We only saw signs of Vulcan being there. If you have teammates who can CC the enemy, you're basically going to have a good time by just ulting people. Let's get there on time. Missed everything like a noob. That's fine. Let's heal him real quick. And he jumped away from it. That's fine too. And he walked away from my ult. No one saw that. No one saw that. And because I haven't gotten a kill or assist, it's the long cooldown on my ult. What is he doing? We got him half health with just 1 and 2 combo. Interesting. You can just... Yep, I thought so. I would have done the same thing if I was him. Just use your 1 and get this. So if we had proc items when we landed R2, just 1 basic attack from it, it would have procced a lot of items like, say, Ancient Signet, Divine Ruin. And that's why proc item Ra is really good. However, I think having cooldown is just better because then you have more ults. Well, it's better when you can land your abilities. Let's put it that way. Because then it actually has value. You don't just miss like I did. But then again, I'm top kills in this match right now, so... Yeah, it is what it is. If you're playing Raw, try to land your abilities, unlike me who's trying to teach you how to play Raw. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes, because life's too short to be serious all the time. Can I 1v2? I mean... I'm farming well. There's 3 of them though. Let's see how it goes. I don't have my ult. It'd be easier to go in if they were half health, and he just went in. Can I ult someone? Trying to get an angle. Thor just ulted and I'm half health, so I'm gonna stay in the tower just to be safe. I knew he was super light. Let's go. Vulcan is 1 health. If he can get in there, he is 1 health. I got him close, but I couldn't land the finishing blow. It is what it is. Kind of sad about it, but hey, I'm top kills. By a lot, actually. But my teammates are helping, literally. If they're not stunning them, I won't be able to land as many ults. Okay. Vulcan just missed his ultimate the size of Texas.
Ultimate is ready.
Let's see what we can do. Got it. Not enough to kill him though. And I have pen. Maybe Thor is a threat, but he's half health from one ability, so yeah. Oh yeah, last time I took this, I need to leave it for you. And she left this for me. When you have good teammates, this game is so fun to play. When you have shitty teammates, honestly, I feel like that applies for anything in life. When you're surrounded with good people, you just thrive. When you're surrounded with assholes, it just sucks. For lack of a better way to put it. He has Aegis. I landed that ult. I know I did. Okay, of course he has Shell after Aegis. When the new relic system is imposed and people can build multiple relics, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny. I kind of stole that kill, to be honest. Gotta tell him you wrong. Really? He's just gonna... Okay. He brought this on himself. There we go. Right in front of me? Okay, just hide right there, and he moved out of... Okay. No, at least he didn't hide. I would have gotten him if he did. Yeah, this is why I'm not afraid of Kukulkan, but once his aspect comes online... Hello.
Be right back.
Once Kukulkan aspect comes online, he might be scary.
On my way.
Because his 1 has a slow, his 2 has a slow, and his 2, the dash, not the regular movement speed, the dash has like 80% scaling. There you go, hello. Oh! Okay, Thor got the kill. I would have been so pissed if I was talking shit about Kukulkan and he just killed me. But it's fine, Thor got the kill. Anyways, we have Ancient Signet now. We do damage with our 3 just by putting it right over them. Shout out to Bacchus for being an actual tank. He is tanky. I'm tented too. It's actually pretty cool. There we go. And this completes all the proc items you need on Ra. Just play safely, zone, use your abilities in tandem with your teammates, especially if they have stuns or roots, anything to keep the enemy in one place long enough for you to ult them. That's basically how you play Ra. A good match is made in the matchmaking, in the lobby.
On my way.
So if your teammates choose characters that complement your playstyle, you will do well because stuns. If they choose characters that don't have any CC, your entire team is going to suffer. For example, Ra technically does not have any crowd control. He makes up for this by doing a lot of damage. Oh, so close. Even with Ancient Signet and Divine Rule, you couldn't kill him. That is criminal, and he just stunned me. But there is no Vulcan to follow up. I don't have one, sadly. Look at the damage we did. Oh, Neef took the kill. Kinda sad. Well, that's all, folks. Looks like this is the end. 2 of them are dead. Thor doesn't do any damage. Neef took the kill again? Okay. I don't know why Vulcan did that. I don't know why Bacchus did that either. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the guide. Let me know if you hated it, like and subscribe.
プレイステーション